What's up, guys? Claydragon29 here. So now looking at the next deck, which is Blue Eyes. So this was the deck that I was talking to you about, which has the Ancient Sacred Wyvern OTK within it, but also has great combos to bring out cards, like Dragon Master Knight and your Blue-Eyed Silver Dragon, Dagos MRL. So I'm just going to go through the cards. I mean, you probably know a few of them, but I'm just going to really take you through them just so you can get an understanding of how this deck kind of works. So you saw it was quite effective in the duel. So Blue Eyes White Dragon, basically the hero of the deck. Everyone loves Blue Eyes White Dragon ever since it was used initially. And this new art I think is really cool for the monster. Yeah, really cool deck and really just great card to bring out. 3,000 Stack Mode Beat Stick. Everyone loves that. So Elemental Hero Prisma is probably Blue Eyes' best friend, because when Prisma is on the field, basically you can activate its effect and you choose Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So you can send a Blue Eyes from your deck to the grave with Prisma, and then you'll be using either Goblinberg, who when he's normal summoned, he's supposed to summon a level 4 monster, so Prisma, or Summon a Monk, sending a spell card, which you've got plenty of, from your hand to the graveyard to get a Prisma. Choose Ultimate Dragon, send Blue Eyes to the grave, and then XYZ for MRL. Using MRL's second effect, you can target one non-effect monster in your graveyard, which will be Blue Eyes, and you can special summon it. So you get an 1,800 attack point MRL, and then a 3,000 attack point Blue Eyes to the field as well. So really good. Goldenberg, though, beware, it's changed the defense position, so I would recommend that you bring out an XYZ, and Summon a Monk, you will be paying a spell card, so make sure. I mean, sometimes I have actually had to sacrifice a monster reborn for the greater good, so really just sum up whether it's worth it or not. Blue-Eyed Maiden, she is, if Blue Eyes is the hero, this is the heroine, really. When she's targeted for attack, you can negate the attack, and if you do, you can change this card's battle position. Really good. But bear in mind, each of these effects can be done once per turn, so once it's attacked once and Blue Eyes comes out, if it's attacked again, it's going to be destroyed. If it's targeted by a card effect, again, it can only happen once, so if it's targeted by, say, like a Compulsive Evac like I've got here, or a Forbidden Lance, then you can activate its effect to special summon the Blue Eyes, but if it is then targeted again, it'll be destroyed. Basically, if it's attacked or if it's targeted by an effect, you can special summon a Blue Eyes from your deck. So, or a Blue Eyes from your deck or your graveyard. So just try and make sure Blue Eyes are in your hand. That's why we've got trade in to avoid that. Sorry about that. It's just voice thing. Sorry about that. Anyway, back to the deck. Now we're going to look at Risebelt the Toonstar Master. So he is basically just the card we're going to bring out when we use Emergency Teleport, which is you can switch number one Psychic type monster from my hand or deck. And so we bring out Risebelt with that, because when he's special summoned, you can target one face-up monster on the field and increase the level by 3. So this works in two ways. So you can either bring out Risebelt while you've got Blue-Eyed Maiden on the field to increase Maiden's level by 3, but then also get Maiden's special summon to Blue Eyes, then sync these two monsters together for Ancient Sacred Wyvern. Alternatively, you special summon Risebelt, then use Risebelt's effect to make it level up to level 4, so increase the level by 1, and then put it with Prisma, Goblinberg, or Summon a Monk to get one of these level 4 monsters out. So there's two ways of doing it. Just make sure you don't keep it on the field at the end of the turn, because where it is there at the end of the turn, it will be banished. So that's kind of important to make sure. Blackluster Soldier is in there because there is the odd occasion that you might be able to get out Dragon Master Knight. Honestly, you don't need to have it in there. But I think that it's a good card to sometimes do that. I mean, I've sometimes got out Dragon Master Knight, and if it's for a person here who's looking for a more fun way of using the deck, then you can add it. But if you're trying to be a bit more competitive, then by all means, chuck in some other cards. There are plenty of other monsters that you can put in that will more than easily kind of cover for it. So yeah, it was my preference, and then also it's a good target for trade-in. But, there will come a time when you actually do get a chance to bring out Blackluster Soldier. So, if you have it, you do, yeah. 1 for 1, basically you're just targeting Maiden when you do that. So you can send a Blue Eyes from your hand to the grave to bang, get Maiden. Really quick, really easy. No problems with that. Heavy Storm, pretty clear what it does. Reinforcement of the Army, basically getting you Prisma or Goblinberg to your hand, which can be handy either way. Trade in to send a Blue Eyes or a Blackluster Soldier to the grave. Dark Hole, that does. Dragon's Mirror, kind of like polymerization, only it can be monsters on the field or in the graveyard, and you banish them to bring out the fusion monster. So I basically use it initially with the 3 Blue Eyes to get Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Then I can use like Return from a Different Dimension to bring them back, and then go Dragon's Mirror again with Black Luster Soldier. So a lot of different combos that you can use, and it's really just on preference of what you think is best. Of course, you don't need to use Return from a Different Dimension. Initially, you can use Return from a Different Dimension and then get 2 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons. It's really up to you what your preference is. So yeah, Monster Reborn, obvious. MST, kind of obvious as well, what they do. Forbidden Lance, really good because you can then target Blue-Eyed Maiden, so then its effect can't really be negated by spells or traps because this is making it unaffected by them. Bellow the Silver Dragon, just a heads up, this is an OCG card, so if you're going to run this on DevPro, make sure that you're running this in OCG, because Maiden and Bellow the Silver Dragon and Blue-Eyed Silver Dragon are all OCG cards, not TCG, because the deck hasn't actually been released yet. Anyway, so Bellow the Silver Dragon is great. It's a quick play, so it can be used as a trap card as well. So you can target one dragon type normal monster in your grave and special summon it. So basically, Blue Eyes is what you're looking at there. And so that's a really nifty card, and it can save you from a really tight spot because you can send it to the grave with Prisma, and if you've got another one in there, they can bring out a second Blue Eyes, and it's just a really handy card to use. Return from a Different Dimension, really good if you're playing a Dragon's Mirror, or if you're going up against a DD deck. It can be really, really handy, and I recommend you use it, because if you're going to run Dragon's Mirror, it's just a great combo card. And then Compulse Evac is really good because it can be used targeting Blue-Eyed Maiden to bring out Blue Eyes and then return Maiden away from harm. It can be used for Blue Eyes to then make it a target for trade-in, and then it can just also use as a nuisance for your opponent. So it's a great card. On to the extra deck, so yeah, Dargusto MRL. We kind of discussed how that works already, so that's a really handy card for getting out Blue Eyes really easily. Maystroke, it's a really good defensive card, and also can get rid of monsters that may have high attack but low defense. Steel Storm Roach to basically just negate any kind of high level special summon that your opponent's going to try, which is always handy. Excalibur to take out an incredibly high attack point monster, but normally Blue Eyes can normally take care of that, but you never know. Shockmaster can be really good just to shut down, if it's a Prophecy deck, shutting down spells, or other decks like Exodia shutting down monster effects and stuff. So then Utopia, because Utopia just really good staple card to put in there. Ancient Sacred Wyvern, which is the target of the Wyvern OTK. So its effect is that when your life points are higher than your opponent's, this card gains the difference. So if you directly attack with Blue Eyes first, then it gains those 3,000 attack points, meaning that it goes to 5,100, which means you can attack for game. That's how the Wyvern OTK works. And then it's got a great second effect. When it's destroyed by battle and sends graveyard, you can pay 1,000 life points to bring it back. So even if your opponent takes it with Monster Reborn, then you can destroy Wyvern yourself, and then you can pay 1,000 to bring it back to your side of the field, which is really nifty. Blue-Eyed Silver Dragon, kind of like the finishing of the trifecta of Blue-Eyed Maiden and Blue-Eyed White Dragon. So basically you put these guys together, and when it's special summoned until the next turn, Dragon-type monsters can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects, which is really handy. Then you can target one Dragon-type normal monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So basically just constantly brings back Blue Eyes, which is a great effect to have. And it's basically just with Blue Eyes White Dragon and Blue-Eyed Maiden is how you're going to synchro summon that. Then Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and Dragon Master Knight, basically just the targets of Dragon's Mirror. So yeah, this is the deck. By all means, you can change it up into whatever you want. I just find that this is a really solid build and it works quite well. So yeah, that's the end of this review. So please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be trying to do a lot of deck reviews and stuff, so feel free to give you suggestions on what decks I should try and review, and what kind of things you'd like to see me do. So yeah, Claydragon29 signing out.